All right, we want to solve this quadratic by completing the square. So here's our equation, right? It's already in descending order for us, equals 0. We want to figure out what x's would make this true. Now this is actually one that would factor easily if you're, feel pretty comfortable factoring, but we're going to go ahead and complete the square just to illustrate. So think about those steps I showed you on the previous slide. So first we're going to take this 12 over to the other side. So x squared minus 8x plus something equals negative 12. I just took that 12 over to the other side. And I like to go ahead and draw myself a blank to remind me what I'm doing. So we want to put a number in here now that makes a perfect square. So this side will become a nice perfect square. Well, the key is this number in the middle. So you divide it in half and square it. So half of 8 is 4, squared is 16. And make sure you do it to both sides. So we're going to add 16 to both sides. Now this will factor really nicely into a perfect square. X minus 4 squared equals negative 12 plus 6, so that's 4. Now let's think, where did this come from? How did I do that? Well, it's always going to be this number minus there. That's why it's a minus. And where did this 4 come from? Well, there's a couple ways you could look at it. It's half of this, or it's the square root of this. So if you multiplied this out, x minus 4 times x minus 4, you would get this polynomial, right? Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, now let's solve it. We like this format because you can just square root both sides now. So x minus 4 equals plus or minus 2. Hopefully that wasn't too much of a leap for you. So I just did the square root of both sides. And when we do that over here, remember that plus or minus out there. So square root of a square just makes that go away. So x minus 4 equals plus or minus 2. Let's add that 4. So x equals 4 plus or minus 2. Now those are just nice numbers, so let's not leave our answer like that. 4 plus 2 would be 6. 4 minus 2 would be 2. So there are our two solutions. We just completed the square.